Hi, this lesson's going on to using moles and masses to look at equations and tell how many reactants you need, or when you're told one of the reactants, basically. So you need to be able to use a balanced equation to do that, work out the moles you have of each thing. But it's all about, if in doubt, as myself and Miss Pitway always say, just try and find the moles, because at worst you'll get a couple of marks. So we looked at this the other day, moles. It's working out atomic masses, and then to find the moles of something, it's the mass. So we had 2 grams of water divided by the molar mass is 0.1 moles. And then we looked at these other examples. Okay, so it's all about the molar mass and then working out using that equation how many moles you've got. So then we go to this bit. So if you had 2 moles of sodium hydroxide plus chlorine, you would make bleach, salt and water. So the main things that we care about, if you look at this question, 100 grams of sodium hydroxide, this one here, NaOH, in solution, what mass do you need to make this, to make bleach? So what mass of chlorine do you need to add to that to make, as a minimum, to make bleach? So you're going to use mass divided by the molar mass. So that's this equation up here. So mass divided by the molar mass gives us the moles of sodium hydroxide. So it's 2.5 moles of sodium hydroxide. Because up here there's a 2-to-1 ratio of sodium hydroxide to 2, and then, although there's not a number there, there's not a number there because there's only 1, so you don't need to say that. So it's 2-to-1 ratio. So you divide it by 2 because you've got 2 of the sodium hydroxide per chlorine. So at 2.5 moles divided by 2, it's 1.25. And then we go back to the equation, which is when we times mass by, I've wrote MR there, it's number of moles. So number of moles divided by MR. Times by MR gives you 88.75 grams of chlorine. So again, that was number of moles. So you had 1.25 moles of chlorine times the molar mass of the chlorine, because it's 2 35.5s, equals 88.75